Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me, Rose Ward, stampersdelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Had a little issue there for a second. So hop on, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if it's your first time watching me. And we're going to get started. If you like this mug, go to stampersdelight.com, stampersdelightshop.com, where you can find stamping apparel such as mugs, sweatshirts, and t-shirts with all kinds of different sayings on them. We have Fueled by Coffee and Creativity. We have Working for my PhD, Projects Half Done, and of course the Stamp-A-Claus mug. So we're going to get started. A couple of reminders. On the 6th through the 8th of October, Stampin' Up! Has a kit sale going on where you can receive up to 30% off of our kits collection. So you're going to want to check that out. We also have, let me just flip this camera. We also have a great starter kit. If you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up! And my team, now's the time to do that. You can get $125 of merchandise for $35 plus business supplies, or $189 worth of merchandise, including business supplies, for $99 and free shipping. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Mary Jo and Stacy. Also, we have the 12 days of crafting going on. And this is a kit that you can buy. And it's got a double stamp set in here. And each day for 12 days, you can open these little doors. Now, I am doing a video each day, quick, short little video, and showing you what's behind those doors. If you order this kit from me, when I am done, you will get a free downloadable PDF and video tutorial for 12 projects that I will use this set for. So I will use everything in here. We'll do 12 projects, and you can get the free PDF and video when you order that. Now, something I've changed since that idea is I will also put a link out there where you can buy the tutorial and PDF if you are a demonstrator, already bought your kit, or bought it through your demonstrator. So later today, I will have that link. Good to see you too, Stacy. Today I'm going to be playing with the Gingerbread Man set. This is such a cute set. And these dies, oh my gosh, let me show you the dies. So adorable. Lots of dies. This right here is the big die, and we'll be playing with that today. So don't mind me, I'm a little tired this morning. So we will get to that. And this is probably going to be the easiest fun fold you've ever done. What I'm going to do is, the first thing is I am going to bring in, well, let's show some samples first. Okay, so if you didn't see this on Facebook, I made this little Halloween treat topper. And this is from the evil gingerbread man that I got my son as a Christmas ornament. So look how cute that is. Great for Halloween, so don't just think Christmas, okay? You can do a lot of things with this. So this is my evil gingerbread man. Another card I did with this set, and I used for the sentiment, the jar of joy. Put that over there for a second. Using all those cute little dies. Wishing you the sweetest Christmas. I'm already trying to figure out where I'm going with all this. And then the next one I did, I used the words from the Snowflake Kisses. Good morning, Maureen. And I used our Silent Snowfall designer series paper, or specialty paper. And then with my blending brushes, I gave it a little blue background. So I made a little Let It Snow card. So there's a couple of samples for you. I am going to get these right out of my way. And we're going to get started. I just need another sip of coffee. Good morning, Deb. All right, so I'm going to take a piece of crumb cake. I'm then going to cut this die. I like to cut it first, so let's bring that in. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook, so when I do a video, you will get notification of that. Sometimes I don't go live. I do videos depending on my schedule. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I'm just going to go back. I like to do it that way. And let all your friends know and share my videos. I haven't announced the November online class yet. I will do that in the next couple of days. So there's the first piece I need. I'm going to do that again with a piece of basic white. I have a piece of basic white right here. And I am going to cut another one of these. This is such a fun set. You know, everybody loves gingerbread cookies during the holidays. And this is a set that you can work with your children or your grandchildren or just for you. Okay, I got those two pieces. Let's put that aside. And move this out of the way for a minute. Move these over here. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is bring in this cute little gingerbread. And I'm going to fold him. I am then going to bring in this large stamp. And I'm going to use pecan pie. From Wisconsin. Good morning, Gloria. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to stamp it up this way. It's easier for me to do it that way. Then what I'm going to do is, I actually should have a piece of blotter paper here, which of course I never have when I need it. Let's see. I'm sure I have something I can use. Maybe not. All right, well, we'll just go with it. I'm going to open that up, and on the front, I am going to line that up. Now, if you think lining it up while you're live is easy, it's not. Whoop. And I'm going to hold that down for a second. Hi, Joan. Hi, Alexine. And there I have my first part of my card. I'm going to bring in some little eyes. I think I'll grab, I don't know, they're all so cute. I'm going to grab this one. So a lot of times what I do is I double block those. I'm going to add this little one right here. Look how cute that is. And I'm going to put that aside. This I won't use just yet. I'm going to bring in some of our two-tone red cardstock. And I'm going to cut some pieces out. I actually have a few pieces already cut right here. So I'll be using some of those. I'm going to cut this one out on the dark side of the two-tone cardstock. The reason I like the two-tone cardstock and the little hat is because it doesn't add a lot of bulk to your card. And I'm going to add a little scarf. I'm going to bring that die cutting machine back in. Oops, that's the light side. I want the dark side. So the two-tone cardstock is great because, like I said, it doesn't add a lot of bulk to your card. Plus, you get 12 by 12 sheets. You can do a lot more with those when cutting for different pieces. I'm going to just cut those out. Already I lost my other plate. I think it's, is it underneath? Oh, here it is. You know it wouldn't be one of my videos if I couldn't find something on this desk. But again, check out the new starter kit if you've ever wanted to try having your own business or just getting the supplies at a discount. Now's the time to try that out. I mean, I've never seen starter kits that low. And if you just need to revamp your products, you need some products, that's a great way to go. All right, let's see. I think I need a white one. Let me see. Do I have a white one? No. All right, so we're going to cut out a white one. Grab my take your pick tool. He is sweet, Joan. Hi, Wendy. All right, so I got those. Let me do one more in white. I'm going to bring in that piece of white and just use that up. He's just so sweet. And he would make great tags for your cards, or your presents rather. A lot you can do with it. And also, and I've seen some out there where they've made it looking like a mummy for Halloween or for a baby gift. You can do a lot with this little guy. Just gonna poke that out here. There we go. That's the piece I need. So I'm just gonna put these up here. All right. Let's get his hat. Let's get that cute little hat. I'm going to decorate him first. So the hat, of course, is going to go up here. Now, I like using dimensionals for this, and I have both my minis somewhere and my larger ones. So let's start with the minis. And I'm going to add a couple of minis here. Add that right to the top, making sure that it's not, now that one is hanging over, so what I like to do is just squish that inside there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to use this cute little scarf, and again using my mini dimensionals. I didn't, like I said, I didn't post my November online class, but also Donna Gray and I have the basics of foundation card making. You're going to want to check that out. Even if you're a seasoned stamper, we have something for everybody, and we have so much fun. This is taken off like crazy. Each of us do 2 projects a month in a Facebook group, and then at the end of the month we do a craft along, which everyone can see on YouTube. So you can join with me if you're in the US. If you're in Australia, you can join through Donna. If you're a global member, then you can just join for the videos. And if you're not on Facebook, no worries. We do our videos on YouTube, so we will send you the link. So all those links for everything I just said will be on this video when I'm done. But the basics of card making is a lot of fun. A lot of things you forgot that you will remember as we do them. And I'm having trouble talking this morning. There's something for everyone. I'm going to just add a little stamp and seal here. I'm going to add that right here. And then I'm going to bring in a strip. So let's see. I'm going to grab this piece. I like to use up everything I can. So I am going to grab this piece right here. And I am going to stamp I didn't want that color though. I want red. Let me just clean that up. Okay. I'm going to switch to my red. Hi, Linda. Hi, Deb. For my monthly online card club, you can do the subscription plan and save $5 a month by using the subscription plan. Deb is a member of that. And if you don't want to do it that way, you can also join monthly. But by doing it by the subscription plan, you do save $5 a month. So let's bring this piece in and cut that down. I'm going to cut it down even smaller once I get that out of the way. I'm going to cut it down right here. I have two blades on here because one of them is not working too well. I should just take it off. There we go. And this will go right here. Now you want to make sure that you can fold that. So you don't want that to overhang. And you'll see why in a minute. So we're going to just put that under there. I'm going to grab some dimensionals. How cute is this? Again, let me flip that over for a second. This would make a great tag for a present, or you can do just a single one for a present. So much you can do with this set. We are going to put that right under here. I'm going to lift that up just a hair. You want to make sure you can still read it. And I think I put my dimensional over too far, but no worries there. I'll just take that off. See, this is a little trick for you. So now we have that. I'll hold him for a second. I'm going to take the white piece and fold that in half, just like that. I'm going to stamp the inside. So let me just do that. Again, this is not easy to do with this big stamp, so I like to ink it up this way. If you have our old, what is it called? The Stamp-A-Majig, that works. I'm going to stamp that down. Not too shabby. I'm going to grab some different eyes in the brown. Put that right there. And maybe I will do the bow tie this time. So let's grab that. And my red. Again, using pieces from this strip. I'm going to grab the bow tie. And I am going to cut that out. Yeah, isn't he, Deb? He's so cute. Good morning, Barb. Good morning, Darcy. Now, the PDF will be on my newsletter later today. But this is just so easy. I don't even think you'll need that. But I will put it on my newsletter. And the link to sign up for my newsletter will also be on this video when I'm done. So we're just going to pop them out. We're going to take this. I'm going to take a little liquid glue. I don't want to add any more bulk to it. This little guy. I'm going to add that right there. I'm going to add the bow tie right there. And then I'm going to stamp the inside And I am using that jar of cheer in the red. And I am going to, you probably want to stamp it before you add the bow to it, but wishing you the sweetest Christmas. I'm then going to bring this in, and there's two things you can do with it. You're going to glue that down right there and make it like a little book. Or you can glue the whole thing down if you want. I'm actually going to glue the whole thing down, I think. I don't know. What do you think? I kind of like it like a little book. I think I might do it that way. This way I can add some more of those cute sentiments. Good morning, Lori. I'm going to add this right here. And then, so let's see, we have Baking Spirits Bright. Let's do Season's Eatings. Wishing you the sweetest Christmas. So it would be like a little book. And any way that you want to do it, you know, now that I look at it, I want to add, oh boy, this is going to be challenging. I'm going to add that gingerbread over it. Okay, wish me luck. Should have done that before. Not too bad. Let's put a little face on it. And let's see what I can add for this guy since I changed it. Let's add this, a little candy. Or a plain candy cane, maybe. You can see I've already changed it up. Let's use the red candy cane. Put that right there. Let's see, let's do a white one. I think I have that right here. You know, when I go live, I have an idea of what I want to do, and then I change my mind. I'm going to take this red piece. Whoop. I'm going to add a little liquid glue. I've already got so much stuff in front of me. Believe it or not, everything is laid out when I'm doing these videos, and then I change everything. All right, so I'm going to do that one this way. I'm then going to put a little liquid glue here. Now when it's closed, I don't really want to see that, so I'm actually going to put this down a little bit. Oop, didn't want them there, I want them here. Got a little liquid glue on that, so that'll take a minute to dry. So when you close it, I'm just going to move them around. I think I need a little more glue than that. Let's do it right here. Yes, it would make an adorable Christmas banner. So I'm going to bring in my gems. I'm not done, but I want to show you a couple of variations of this. I'm going to bring in what are these? These are flat, so I like that. They don't add any bulk either. The traditional sparkling gems. We're going to add one of these here. We will add one here. Look how cute he is. And then I'm going to add another one right here. Look how cute that is. Quick, easy, fun fold. Yes, you can do so much with this. Banners, tags, cards, a little book. Who wouldn't like to get that? But what I want to do next, so I could leave it like that, but I think I want to make a background too for that, because this is a card. So I'm going to bring in a piece of Granny Apple Green, make some Christmas colors here. I'm going to cut that at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So that is my card base. I'm going to bring in this designer series paper from the Traditions of Christmas. That's already at 4, and I want that at 5 1/4. I'm going to layer that onto my card, onto my designer series paper, onto my card base. Come on. I am having trouble talking today. That's not usually something that I have a problem with. We're going to add that right here. And then we are going to take him and we are going to make him into a card. Look how cute. So for this, I want him popped up. You could do him flat, but I really want him 3D. So I'm going to add quite a few dimensionals. Hey, Janice, thank you. Deb, thank you so much. Definitely share this video, whether you do it now or on, after I'm done, but definitely share my video. We are then going to add that right here. This is why you want to make sure that you can still open that. Look at that. Look how stinking cute that is. I could even add another hat if I wanted to on there. What do you think? Maybe I should. I could add 3 hats. Oh, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so I don't have any more red over here. So let's give him, since he is he's white inside, let's do two hats this color. See how it comes out. Now remember, this is just for the idea. You can do it. Oh, no, how about green? Yeah, let's do green. I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine again. Hopefully I don't drop anything. You can mix and match anything you want here. But I want to add a little hat there. So I need 2 hats now. You love the layering. Thank you, Deb. So Deb, you're on my monthly card club. Let everybody know how awesome it is, how much you like it. Deb did the subscription plan. I don't like to use last name, sorry. Because this is for everyone to see. I don't know that you want your last name out there, so. But Deb does the monthly subscription plan. Yes, it's like a little storybook, Janice. And now I have 2 of those. So here I will use liquid glue. I'm going to put that right where you can't see it. So let's put a little liquid glue on him. Be careful it doesn't go through those. Liquid glue is good because now I can move it around to where I want it instead of the stamp and seal. Oh yeah, this is so much cuter. It's a Christmas storybook. And then again, I'm going to add that one right there. Make sure I tuck it under there so you don't see it. Oh my God, he's so stinking cute. And I'm going to add the gems. Now I can add these gems because, like I said, they're flat. One of the reasons I like them so much. We will go with the red. And another red. And I can also add some here. And I'm going to do the larger one and maybe a medium-sized one right there. And then again, we'll add one here. You know me, I like my gems. And here. Look how stinking cute that is. Thank you, Deb. Deb says she loves the monthly clubs. She does a few of them, but it's always fun to make what I design and then add your own takes to it. Thank you so much, Deb. So here is my card, my storybook card. Thank you, Janice. That's what I'm going to call it. And for signing it, if you don't want to sign it there, you can cut yourself a piece of white at 4 by 5 1/4. So let's do that. And you can sign it on the back. So this will go on the back. Now I have these cute little gumdrops. And I'm not going to put another sentiment on it, but you can if you want. I don't want that so dark, so I'm going to stamp off once over here. And then maybe in some red. Turn it around. Clean this off. Do the green again. Joan says now she needs this. Joan, you'll love it. So much you can do with it. Baby cards. Again, I saw somebody make it into a mummy card. So much you can do with this stamp set. There you go. My storybook gingerbread man. You could even put another layer in there. You can write a little note every day. You could layer it up and then add your own sentiments on the inside. But how cute is that? Let's do one more. And this time I'm going to use the crumb cake. Let's cut it out first. And the reason I'm cutting it out first is because you get this little line here. I don't want that. So, well, actually, I'm not going to cut it out first. I'm just going to stamp it. I'm going to fussy cut it because I don't want that line. All right. I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm just going to take my paper snips and I'm going to fussy cut this. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I want the full arm on that side and I don't want that crease. So I'm just going around here. For fussy cutting, those of you who don't like it, just remember to move your paper, not your scissors. I love fussy cutting. To me, it's like coloring. It's it just chills me out. You know, I'm just sitting there. I'm in the zone. I'm cutting. But for those of you who don't like it, you can use that die. And I will show the samples that I showed in the beginning. I will show those again when we're done. I do appreciate each and every one of you watching me, subscribing to my YouTube channel, following me on Facebook. It all really means a lot to me. Okay, so now we have that. I'm going to go in with the eyes. going to move this out of the way for a minute. So this is my project on the fly. Nope, I don't need that. I need this. Okay, I need this, and I need that green. So I'm going to bring in some more dies here. I'll bring in the hat. And also, let's see what else I need. I need these little things right there because I'm going to do some buttons, I think. So let's play with this one. Hi, Linda, the card lady. Thank you, Wendy. I love giving you ideas. And that works both ways because you guys give me ideas too. I have that. I want this little guy right here. So I'm going to cut out some of those. Oh, you know what? Maybe I won't. I won't use that. I'll use these are for buttons or for the mouth. I'm going to use the glitter gems. Okay. Now, let's see which one I want to use here. I'm going to take the hat. I'm going to add that right there. Remember, this is on the fly, so I didn't know what I was going to actually do with this. But I'm also using up my pieces, which I like to do. Add that right there. Make sure that I didn't go over. I didn't. Perfect. I'm going to bring in those glitter gems. I'm also going to bring in some googly eyes. So let's see. Do I have my... Yep. Here's my glue dots. I'm going to grab some glue dots. Move that out of the way before I dump them all over on live TV. Put one eye there. Okay, there he goes. And another glue dot here. And then I'm going to grab 2 eyes. Oh, the glue dot's on my finger. There we go. And then let's use some glitter the glitter dots here. I'm going to use a red one for there. I'll use the green ones, the buttons. And then let's see. How about seasoned eatings? Let's try that one. But I don't. Nope. I'm going to use sugar and spice and everything nice. Probably going to end up covering up those little guys. Isn't he cute with the eyes? Okay, get rid of those. I want it to look like he's holding that. So let's take off this one. I like to save anything I can. We're going to take that one off. We'll put that somewhere else later. It's all good. I'm then going to put 2 dimensionals on here, which I just dropped on the floor. So we'll use the minis. I'm going to add one here and one here. Okay. Now what I want is a to and from. So I am going to be using a little cheer, and that comes with these cute little punches, but I want the to and from. So we'll take that. These are very tiny. Great for tags. I'll be making a lot of tags in the upcoming videos. Let's see, to and from. I'm going to turn that over in red, and I'm going to stamp to and from. So there I have a little tag. I don't have any ribbon here. All right, well, what I'm going to do is I would put a hole behind that and make that into a tag. Let's see what I got laying around here. Do I have, oh, I got some gold. I got some gold ribbon. Let's use that. And I want to put a little hole here. So I'm going to bring in, let's see, I'm going to bring in something here. Where's my mat? All right, well, I'm going to poke it through myself and hope I don't poke my finger. Nope. Let me just get that out, see where it is. All right, I'm going to grab my silicone mat. I just need something. I don't want it too big. I could use this punch I have here, but it's too big. So I'm just going to poke a hole through here. Very gently, not ripping it. And then I'm going to put this ribbon right through there. Gently so it doesn't rip. This ribbon is probably one of my favorites, and it's on the last chance. What I should have done was got a thinner ribbon, but like I said, this was a last minute thing. So I am going to just keep moving that through a little bit. There we go. A little bit more without ripping it. I'm going to cut that off. I'm just tying that in a knot. Oh, thank you. Just flattening that out a little bit. And then right on top of it, let's see if this works. I'm going to grab one of those larger gems. Press that down really good. And there I have a cute little tag for a gift. Again, you might want to use a thinner ribbon, but that's what I had here. And since it was a project on the fly, I really wasn't thinking ahead of it. So there we have a cute little tag. I'm going to be making a lot of these tags because they're so stinking cute. Let's bring in the cards, and I do have another one to show you. This is the one we made, the storybook card. Here is one that I didn't put the double inside. I did a single. So you could also do that. And then, of course, we have this one, which doesn't have a back to it. So you could use that as a tag. We have this one with the other stamp set, Snowflake Kisses, drinking his hot chocolate. We have another one without the gingerbread man, but all the little doodads that go with it. And last but not least, my evil gingerbread man. This is great for Halloween. If you've ever seen the movie Krampus, which is a Christmas movie, but sort of a Halloween movie, this is what gave me the idea to do this. As most of you know, if you've watched me, my son and daughter-in-law do special effects in California. And a lot of it is horror movies. So that's where I got the idea from, to do the evil gingerbread man from Krampus. But then I remembered I gave him a ornament. I'm going to put that right there. An ornament. And you can see that on my Facebook page. And I recreated that for Halloween. What do you think? Which one's your favorite? Did I give you some ideas? That's what I'm trying to do here. So definitely leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and let me know which one was your favorite. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I hope you have an excellent weekend. And until next time.